Welcome to another episode of At Your Disclosure. This is your host, Alex Ruben Tolbar, giving you the scoop on that fabulous fine and Wednesday Eve. We're here watching the Suns compete against the Bucks. Make it or break it. Game 7 on Thursday, if necessary. But in the meantime, we're watching the game. And as we go along, another thing too, on my last segment, see the coffee bug there? I had misread it, so it's Nutella Cafe. I thought because you've seen the whole city there, the whole city silhouette, you didn't think. And a silhouette's basically a poor man's version of a portrait. You can draw someone in detail, so you have them, just looking you have their profile, basically looking to the side. You just trace their shadow off of a light. So in France, they have a poor man's portrait, so you call it a silhouette. So when a woman calls you or mentions silhouette, I didn't tell my girl back overseas about this dream, and I've told her about several dreams I've had. Felt surreal, and she didn't mention that, so I didn't pay attention. But then again, a lot of times we pay attention to the little things. But another thing too, man, yesterday, man, what it is to trust or to not trust. I didn't take a leak, so I usually close my door like that. Just that quick going in there, use the bathroom. Someone that friggin' try to bend this, so this is bent. Someone was fast enough to do it, my own niece. And I had to move the console. I don't know if you guys remember, it was on that side. Now it's on this side. And even so, even though it's moved, they still try. They didn't spit in there. As you can see, they have camera. They don't care. They just, and then they wonder why nobody wants them here. So this is how I gotta leave the console before I leave, just in case. Make it that extra hard, so now I'm left with rearranging the place. I don't know if I should put this wardrobe right there, basically blocking. As soon as you enter, you're gonna be met with this wardrobe. So you're gonna have to go to the side here, and from there you're gonna end up like right there. So then you're gonna have to go through this little maze, because this thing's gonna be in your way. It's gonna be basically the trials and tribulations. And what I'm gonna show you guys, besides this bank related situations, that's what At Your Disclosure brings to the table. I'm gonna display some of my Wii games. I told Kim overseas that I try to transfer the Wii games onto the Wii U. I have several games, and there's a problem because you need to have all the games you had it moved towards your SD card. You need to have them on display, but unfortunately the Wii doesn't contain enough memory to hold all those games, so they had to be stored in a SD and just upload it from there. But like I said, I had several cups of coffee and I could feel bad. Not that, but I've sustained injuries over the week in my fucking punk ass family. On Saturday, I was watching the Suns game, and it was before the game, so I told myself, what's wrong with taking a little nap? So I probably mentioned it. The reason I moved the console, we had a blackout on Saturday. I took a little nap. Next day, I wake up injured, my friggin' neck, and even right now, my neck is killing me, and my back. And this has been going on for years already. I have the most hatred-ass father, the worst family and friends in the world. I swear on everything. I want them out. I thought, fuck it, man. Just call the damn cops, have them trespass. I don't care what you think. If you think I'm autistic, if you think I'm schizophrenic, there's a fucking contract. When the standing homeowner says leave, you get the fuck out. They know, oh, well, I thought y'all had it made. Oh, why I pay for this? No. I'm renting you out a room. I'm charging a premium. And you're gonna be doing this to me for every single little thing. Now Anna Tovar in Tucson, not the mayor of Tolleson, is no longer allowed here. She can never be here because she didn't force me to feed me, and I had told her several times, no, no, no. I had her straight up get loud. And it's like, all right, man, you cannot come here. You do not fucking listen, so you are not welcome here. So after this, I'm gonna show you the collection. I might just end up leaving it on the Wii, but yeah, that's what I gotta keep. It's, you know, it's almost like Michael Myers here thinking this is a fucking a joke and shit, and we don't want it to come to that because, you know, I work really hard to get where I'm at, and someone just comes and decides, well, you know, I don't think you should be happy. And someone prides himself, he didn't beat mom on the low, freaking, and I don't know what's going on with that. It's almost like, who prides themselves on making everyone miserable? You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, we didn't freaking start this up before the game starts, so, well, I don't even need it. Good thing I got this remote already. Oh, look at that, didn't move it. But yeah, I clarified this. I gotta put a coaster, I should say. I've done a review at Google Maps over at, would be on Patrick, northbound off of Sunset, eastbound of McCarran Airport, B of A, and yeah, I typoed, I miswrote holster. I put holster instead of holster. So, egg on my head, but luckily pens have erasers, and I really like what I did with the place. I'm thinking about putting a TV stand there, maybe a stereo, because, you know, I like having good surround system. So you might have either two speakers there. And yeah, I've noticed that I've been in so much pain for all these years that it's been enough. That's it, man. So if everyone knows who I am, it's almost like, fuck, man. It's only a matter of time, and I don't want to end up doing something I might regret later on, where, you know, I don't understand how family could be like this to one another, just taking advantage and assuming shit. All of a sudden I have autism, all of a sudden I'm schizophrenic. I've been evaluated. You take psych tests, and I fucking wrote it on a sheet of paper at Concentrix HR department, Fountainhead Parkway, Tempe, Arizona. I also wrote other things, but people didn't look for the bad before they look for the good. So, yeah, it's unbearable. I can't wait till everyone leaves because Bridget was just supposed to be my wife, like I said it. Well, we're married, but we're separated. We've been 4 years separated. So she has her own apartment, and she left. So, you know, nothing's changed. You know, it's like you go to someone's house, they don't want you there. You gotta listen. There's no, well, I'm a mother. Well, you're also a citizen. Have you heard of a job? Have you heard of? And then someone I got approved for Section 8, and just neglected it, lost your opportunity, and I don't know what in the hell. It's like my brother George, guy in the glasses. He didn't surrender his room already, and thinking that's not good enough. Well, we deserve a room without working or doing any work. One of my former friends, one point we were real good friends, he would always tell me, oh, well, you know, they get rewarded for having kids. And it shouldn't be this way because my wife and I worked real hard when we were together. You know, we relocated back. The transfer didn't go through, but, you know, me at B of A as a bank protection officer for G4S Secure Solutions, and her a store manager at Fairy Tale Brownies. And I'd always take the clients brownies. I'm at the home loans, and they enjoy the brownies. I'm at 657 on Scottsdale Road. You know, my last day I was upset that I had to leave, and but then again, I don't know if they're trying to teach me a lesson, but you know, I probably should have stayed, and they wanted me back, but it's kind of good. move around. But this might end up being a two-part series as well. Let's see, the game's about to end, but that's looking very very bleak there. But yeah, just imagine your neck getting snapped and your stupid ass father fucking admitting to it, or your stupid ass sister. I little bit. He gave it to me good. It's almost like you betrayed your own fucking brother. It's almost like you're proud of that shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's so sickening that it's almost like it's gonna be one of those days where we're all gonna freaking learn the hard way. And people are stubborn. You know, that's one thing about this family. That on my mom's side, they're stubborn. And on my dad's side, they're negative. So why can't you get the good of being stubborn and positive? At least this way, you don't give up. You know, you're working hard on it, and you make it happen. But dang it, that sucks. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles, and hopefully, maybe next year. But their CP3 got pushed by Beverly. That's funny. On social network, they had said that Beverly, you look like one of the 27th Avenue crack kids. And it's funny when he did his little Scott, his little skips, he's all. Well, I can't really do it. But so basically, when he did his little skip. 2 by Lou, he didn't basically try to say, "Oh, I don't step on a bug." But anywho, yeah, good. Maybe next year. Couple Quaaludes. She loved me in the morning. Yeah. Well, we check out the games, but back to bank-related situations. Well, I multitask. All right, so my grandfather and Nogales. Sonora, he didn't get stabbed. Some say 67 times. Those are some of the games there. 67 times. Some say 20, like 23 to 26, around 28. So it's either under 30 or 67 times. 2 assailants. One wielding a freaking ice pick. And then one wielding a freaking iron bar. So I know the iron bar had to hurt. You gotta imagine, maybe you get stabbed first with got out music. I love music. I love music. Any type of music. Just as long as it's grooving. Gotta get the right station. You didn't get quality. Bach. K-Bach. Just like K-Clean over at Medtronics. But yeah. So back to bank related. So they make fun of my grandfather here in the States, and they'll say stuff like, you know, they'll mention a strainer, but slang for strainer. And this is what I was telling you about when transferring the games. That they have to be basically on the sheet display so you can transfer it over, because this is going to be inserted into the Wii U, so it's going to conform it, so you might lose data. But this is the rest of the games here. I went ahead and transferred some, but I had all this in the SD card. And yeah, that's one of the clues there. When I went to North, I didn't play basketball with one of, and it's funny, back to Las Vegas Banks, we had this manager, his name's it was Pecos and Tropicana. I used to have a house up there with my wife at the time. She used to work for Titlemax. Me, I'd say BPO, and we used to call it the Shepherd House. So it was by Sunset Station, and the bank manager there's name Amado, but in Spanish, slang for strainer. Well, the proper word is colador, but you know, there's a slang word for it. We used to call this guy at North who's played basketball. It's funny. He's like, tengo las manos de seda. So I'm just like, oh, I get it now. You know, people are like that. It's, you know, they find anything. But yeah, I got a bunch of great games, and I'll tell you something. This game here is awesome. Let's see if I find it. I probably transferred it, but yeah, there's a lot of things too that I'd rather not mention. Let's see, where is it? Hopefully it's not erased because the Wii channel. But it's called The Art of Balance, something like that. Where in the hell is it? This would suck if I can't find it. The Art of Balance. But yeah, there's a lot of things that might have been erased too. Like I said, I have a lot of haters. Even a production lead supervisor at BD, back when Dickinson had realized, like, yeah, Alex, he has a lot of haters. And it's called The Art of Balance, and it's, oh, there it is. This game's awesome. So is this one, Bust a Move, then it's Castlevania Rebirth. But if you ever play this game, this is a must right here. But it's weird I couldn't find it. But yeah, it's hard to believe that some of the people that you've known, they've changed, you know, just like drinking coffee and being from a certain religion. You know, each episode I try to give off a little bit, and a lot of times you lose more than what you hope for. Like, let me give you an example. I knew this white male adult painter, he was in his 70s. He was a hard worker. He'd slouch. I'd slouch now because of people taking advantage of me in my sleep. And yeah, this guy would work real hard. And yeah, they allowed him to well, I take care of this some other time. They allowed him to freaking take the money. It was a white male adult, but on one of his last days. And they probably figured, you know, retire like you beat it. And I'm not from Illinois. My wife is. She claims Chi-Town all day. My antenna. Probably should have mentioned names, but you know, there's millions of many of the same name. But yeah, he shook my head. We did it, brother. I don't know if he just got done scratching his ass, but he parked far away from the bank at 652 on Scottsdale Road. He had a truck and a hitch. He'd haul a bunch of stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, people do see it that way. You know, it's not my money. Why should I worry about it? But I have all the attachments here, and yeah, I try to transfer it, but unfortunately, I organized it a little bit. And yeah, a lot of times you kind of get desperate, man. You really have a lot of shade where you just like, man, I can't believe life has gotten this way, you know. But this is a personal schedules a fee from B of A, and hopefully things work out for the better. Like I said, this is Alex Ruben Tovar at your disclosure.